Let's go, Brandon. I agree.
Time is up for the countdown. Audio good, connection stable. That's what we want. Welcome. My name is Ike. This is TAGN, the angry game news. But we have a lot of gay news in the game news. mainly for people like Bimo, ahoy Bimo. And somewhere in the background, sooner or later, more gays are going to join us. Because we have to talk about gays today. Unfortunately, kind of a sad news, but it's about voice actor Jennifer English, she just had to mention that she is super gay and has queer joy, whatever that means. I don't know if it's connected to a certain website, but we're just gonna take a short look on that. Angry game news. I talk usually mostly about video game stuff, but movie stuff is included in my news, and TV show stuff too. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, you're gonna see me being gay myself, I guess, because I'm so happy to talk about stupid stuff. Today is gonna be the main news about Jennifer English, but we have a few other news. Unfortunately, I have not a lot of really substance from the past 2 days, because not a lot happened. Very simple. If not a lot happens, I can't report on many things. Many games being released, an announcement about that, and updates, DLC, and all that usual stuff. If you want to check out that stuff, I would have a show 4 or 5 hours long just to mention every little game announcement there, you know. I get all the news here before the other gays talk about it. That's how it should be. The first gay news here. Anyhow, let's start right away. That's kind of a sad news. I don't think it's gonna be very well received. New Stargate TV series ordered at Amazon from Blindspot creator Martin Guerrero. Blindspot, yeah, I don't know about that. If that's like a mark for quality, like a reference. Amazon is officially moving forward with a new Stargate TV series, Variety has learned. The new project hails from Martin Guerrero, who began his career in the original Stargate TV franchise. Exact plot details for the series are being kept under wraps. The series will be produced by Amazon MGM Studios and air on Prime Video. I'm not going to go deeper into the rest of the article here. It's more like a side note. I'm not looking forward to it. I enjoyed the original Stargate TV show. Stargate Atlantis was not for me anymore. And Stargate, what was the other show called? there was a third one beside Atlantis. Yeah, I'm not looking too much forward to it. I think many fans are going to be disappointed because Amazon is by default not like a quality producing studio these days, unfortunately. Sometimes they land with a good production. Sometimes they have an exclusive show on their platform. But usually it's kind of similar to Netflix, which means a lot of gay stuff. DEI all over the places. Not the pirate, ahoy. So yeah, any of you have watched Stargate, the original TV series? I liked it, mainly because of her. She was like main attraction for me. I forgot her name, but she was a cutie. She has become a little bit old these days, though. In the kitchen making lunch before work. Yeah, go make some sandwiches. Because we have an article about female and sandwiches, by the way, so stay tuned. Little side note about the Steam Machine. Steam Machine will be priced like a PC, not like a console. Doesn't tell us a lot because we don't know what PC range they mean, really. Valve's newly announced Steam Machine will be priced like a PC rather than like a console. That's according to Valve spokesperson who spoke to Linus Tech Tips during a reveal event. According to Linus Sebastian, this likely means the Steam firm won't take a hit on production costs in order to reduce consumer prices, like companies like PlayStation and Xbox have done in the past. Currently, PS5 retails for $500 to $550 with the PS5 Pro retailing for $750 and the Xbox Series X starting from $600. Both platforms holders have raised prices this year. Well, Microsoft with the Xbox twice this year. Don't forget that, man. Valve wasn't able to give any specific numbers due to the rapidly evolving market conditions, but they will obviously have it nailed down when the Steam machine launches in quarter 202. Yeah, 202. You remember the year 202, right? When it was launched in the year 202. Just right after the 199, by the way. Which is next year. Don't worry. Alongside the new Steam controller, Sebastian said, Linus is a fag, despite having 3 kids. He still is a fag. But he has access to a lot of those things, production, pre-production, samples, can tear it apart to a certain degree and all that. Yeah, I mean, will be priced like a PC. I said it just prior, before anything was like known of the Steam machine, the first announcement. I said, if it's gonna be above $600, it's gonna be hard already for many people, because why would you waste money in that sense on a machine that is very limited in the upgrading? You can pretty much upgrade only the storage. That has one M.2 slot to upgrade the storage. Other than that, it's a very well designed machine, you know. Super heat dissipation there, you know. But it's very limited in upgradability. So yeah, it better be like priced super, super low. On the other hand, it's having the Steam OS, meaning a very well-tuned, very game-focused OS there. But also, not everybody has access to that OS to tune the games right away, as a developer, for example. So I don't know about all that, man. If it's going to be above $600, I think it's not going to be a console killer. It might be for people who want to have a Steam OS or a Steam big picture-esque machine at the TV, at the big living room TV. Maybe then. But other than that, you can build a machine for if it's like $900, if it's going to be $900, you can build a better machine and you can upgrade more in it. Like replace the GPU when the time comes or whatever. Okay, let's check the chat. I watched a bit of it. Stargate? I loved Stargate original. Wasn't that the SG7 or something? SG1, that's 7. It had, I think, 11 seasons in total. A lot of seasons. It became a little bit lamer over the end. Towards the end, like godlike figures, human becoming gods and all that. I mean, it makes sense if you watch the whole series, the whole show. But still, after that, yeah, I was not up for it. Will the Steam machine straighten out my clothes? Depends. If you run the games the whole time, like very demanding games, maybe the fan will spin harder, more hot air, then you might steam your clothes with it. Hard to say. That ROG Ally X barely outperformed the Switch 2 in games like Cyberpunk, Hitman, and Hogwarts. Funny as hell, double the price. Yeah, I think you can't compare that though. It's a little bit unfair comparison because the ROG Ally has like the capability to load a full OS if you want on it, meaning a Windows OS, and run other apps. like the GOG Galaxy, like Uplay or whatever Ubisoft has, like EA, which was called once Origins. All those apps you can load onto that machine too. So it's a little bit more versatile, but yeah, performance-wise, if you don't adjust your games towards a specific hardware, it doesn't matter really. But the price, yeah, it's insane, man. The price is insane for the UrhG Ally 2. But by the way, it was sold out everywhere. They need to produce more because we don't know how many they sold, but more than they expected. Some folks just want plug and play. Yeah, for that, the Steam machine is gonna be all right. You know, just plug and play. Connect your account with your library with it, and the Valve team is gonna do everything to adjust all the games to their OS to make it run better, to make it run in general and all that. It might be a success. Hard to say though. I suspect people are not going to be up for it, paying more than $600 for a limited thing. You know what I mean? If you're limited to one specific use of hardware, and it's not a console, so why should people get it then, you know? I've seen 3 separate reviews now. Battery life barely better, takes forever to restart. Shadow quality is worse in areas. Let's see how the Steam machine performs. Plug and play is good for some. Yeah, I mean, the price already told me I don't need to go deeper into the alley. Fortnite is gonna become a little bit more adult-friendly. Naked Homer breaks Fortnite's no nipple rule. Homer will break new ground in Fortnite. His underpants version will blast its nips. Unlike every previous bare-chested skin before it. It's all seemingly part of the next beat in the Battle Royale's ongoing Simpson mini-season. While a giant naked Homer was shown off in the latest multi-lidiosi animated trailer this week, the actual giant Homer skin has also leaked ahead of its introduction into the game, confirming the existence of nipples. Casual fans might be thinking, so what? I've seen Homer nipples dozens of times before. Yes, you have. Well, all have. But not in Fortnite. A game which has famously refused to put nipples on character skins until now. So why is Homer different? Is he just more cartoony than the others? And so Epic Games is less squeamish about adding a pair of dots to his cel-shading character model? Or is this the company dipping its first toe into the pond with more realistic anatomy to eventually follow for other characters? Well, first you say it's more cartoony than others, and then more anatomy correct, realistic. So pick one, you moron. Kotaku game journalist as usual. I just took this news because it's kind of more important, because Fortnite had supposedly this rule about no nipples, no female nipples, no male nipples. And Homer is now okay all of a sudden. Maybe it has something to do with this change in online appearance, in online like access of everything in the future, because I have to remind people every fucking time. COSA, the Kids Online Safety Act, and the Screen Act, which demands some kind of verification online for certain services. You know what the UK already has implemented, and what the Australia has pretty much also implemented, and they are now in the change right now to adjust all their platforms there. So maybe they think now at Epic Games, they think now, yeah, I mean, we can prepare already the minds of people, have a little bit more nudity, a little bit more mature stuff. And then all of a sudden, when people are okay with all that stuff, which I think it's nothing important, really. Those nipples are just two dots, really. But maybe they're going to prepare the minds of people, and then people are going to be like, yeah, we have to protect the kids more. We don't want to become Roblox, where you can have all the pedophiles roam freely on our platform and all that shit. Maybe then the people are okay with verifications on our platform too, with numbers, with IDs, with government-issued IDs and all that shit. Phone numbers, I mean. So yeah, I'm just a little bit skeptical why right now and why with Simpson. Because Simpson is like a gigantic IP, right? Everybody knows the Simpsons, right? So maybe that's the IP when they can introduce more of all that stuff. It's not important about Homer himself. It's not important about Fortnite itself. I think there's a bigger plan behind it. Preparation of people's minds. Who knows? Anatomy. Oh, dear Sarge. Yeah, let's see how that goes. People are going a little bit apeshit, being super happy that the Simpsons are going to be shown in Fortnite. I myself don't give a shit about Fortnite still. I think it's still a lame game in my opinion, but yeah. Many people are playing it, and now Epic Games are probably preparing people of some sort. Homer J. Simpson is my hero. He's not gay, though. How can he be your hero? In what regard? Tell me. Now, let's talk a little bit about hardware. AMD is powering every next-gen console, and its GPUs are about to get even more expensive. Now, yes, AMD, I think AMD might have actually survived the last 15 years, sort of, because they had like deals, provided kind of cheap APUs, GPUs, and CPUs combination for the next-gen consoles, meaning PS4, Xbox One, Xbox X and S, PS5, and all those consoles. And even on the newer handhelds and all that, besides the Switch has the chips from NVIDIA. But besides that, all those more performant machines are powered by AMD chips. And I think they survived the last 10 to 15 years, mainly because they had those exclusive deals with Microsoft and actually Sony to produce the chips for their consoles. Because on the GPU market itself, AMD was okay, was always kind of okay, and they went always with cheaper GPUs. But technology-wise, NVIDIA just is still keeping destroying them with all kinds of technologies like anti-aliasing. DLSS is way better than the FSR, the picture upscaling technologies. So yeah, they are like always a step behind still. And ray tracing, for many people, it's not super important, but the ray tracing is just way better on NVIDIA still. So yeah, I think they survived just because of the consoles. And because NVIDIA just could demand any price, even AMD went a little bit up with their prices. Fans of AMD's GPUs, which are typically more cost-effective than those made by NVIDIA, might be in for some sticker shock in the near future. Team Red is likely to start raising the price of its goods, and unfortunately, there's a chance this will affect more than just your graphic cards. AMD has informed its partners of an impending price hike for its GPUs. Last month, the company reportedly adjusted prices for its corporate partners to reflect changes in the market. Though it managed to save retail customers from the shift. Retail prices haven't gone up yet, but the prospect is frustrating. Sure, PC gaming has always been more expensive than just grabbing the latest Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo box and plugging it in, but it's continued to get worse. Yeah, and because they are producing less chips too, so the price has to go up too. Because the less you produce of certain goods, certain products, prices usually go up too. Mass production is not really a thing in chips in general, but yeah, let's see how that goes in the future with AMD. I try to like AMD. I always tried to see if I can buy AMD GPUs. The problem is just with certain performance things, and more games are just better adjusted to NVIDIA GPUs and technologies. So it was never appealing to me the last 10 years, really. If I remember correctly, my last GPU from AMD was an HD 5750, something like that. It was a long, long time ago. Was a superb GPU, price amazing for that performance. But since NVIDIA started doing like video encoding stuff, OpenCL and all those technologies implemented in their GPUs, AMD just lost on me, man. Can't use them really for my purpose. If you don't care for ray tracing, by the way, if you don't give a shit about ray tracing, if you want just a good price for a GPU, just having like a decent picture quality in games itself, go for AMD. Absolutely go for AMD. You just need to verify and check what is out there in your price segment. Sarge hasn't told me which part of Homer Simpson is his hero. Is that too bad? I supported AMD for many years. That is too bad. No, I mean, nothing wrong with them in general, but for me, they are just not for me. Oh, ouch, my junk. They are just not for me. And obviously, they are not for Nintendo either. Capcom wanted mouse support in Resident Evil Requiem in Switch 2, but it confused the gameplay. The next entry in Capcom's Resident Evil series will be arriving in just a few months' time, and while it was originally announced for PC, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS, it will also be coming to Switch 2. But will it be making the most of the Switch 2 functions? Well, according to Resident Evil Requiem producer Masato Kumazawa, the team did try to get the game working with the Switch 2's mouse controls, but this just made things a bit more complicated than anticipated. Kumazawa was asked by Press Start about challenges unique to the development for the Switch 2, which the producer began by saying there weren't any. Looking back on Switch, there were Resident Evil games before on the Switch. So what we did is we used the past experience of developing these games on the Switch to help develop Nintendo Switch 2, Requiem's producer explained. But also, we made a lot of versions of the games for PC as well. In fitting with the PCs that have a wide variety of specs, we could also just make sure the game was optimized for the Nintendo Switch 2 too. So it wasn't too hard, so to speak. Okay, so it was all plain sailing, except when it wasn't. We tried really hard to implement mouse controls for the Nintendo Switch 2, Kumazawa continued. When we put it in, it confused the gameplay and became too complicated. Because of this complication and confusion, the team is instead using gyro controls instead. Double instead. That's how difficult and complicated it was. It was double instead in this article. I mean, I'm bad at English, but...
English, motherfucker! Do you speak it?
Aren't those professionals on those fucking platforms and magazines in English? I mean, it might be correct that you use instead like this twice in one half phrase. It doesn't sound right to me, though. Anyhow, Kurosawa doesn't tell us really what was wrong, what happened when they implemented the mouse controls, what made it complicated, what made it confusing. But they tried. That's the most important part here, that they really tried to put it in the mouse control. Because, reminder to everybody, the Joy-Cons of the Nintendo Switch 2, you can do it sideways, like put it sideways, and use it actually as a mouse. I mean, I think it feels a little bit weird because it's kind of thin as a mouse, you know. Oi, Brew! He says to you all guys, gays, boys. What a weirdo. Hello, did you bad anything on the hunting trip? Yeah, he became more gay. He became more gay. I shot one, but we lost the trail. Well, you can't win every time, can you? Oh shit! We got a raid from side-scrollers. What the fuck? Well, maybe new viewers. Maybe viewers see my goodness here. Anyhow, thank you for the raid. I think BMO is responsible for that. I think BMO just pushed Blabs, telling her the whole time, raid, raid, raid. Thank you. Ahoy, everybody. Ahoy, Deconstruct. Ahoy, Saint. Ahoy, Super. Sonic. Ahoy, Luigi. Ahoy, Boink Mess. Ahoy, Apollo Retardo. What a name. Ahoy, Run Word Game. Rune Word Game. Whatever Rune Word is. Thank you for the follow day. Nate. You're gonna get all the notifications. I asked nicely, says BMO. Ahoy, Chewy Cadaver. More names. Ahoy, Blackie Blackerson. I mean, I know most of those names because of side-scrollers. Ahoy, QuickTime Velocity. Good to see you too. New names. Ahoy, Bentley. Which is the second gay husband from World of Gaming, by the way. Adam, very gay. I think maybe Luigi is like a little bit envy, a little bit jealous of Bentley, of Shane. Who knows? Oh, Zorek, ultra swine. Not just a regular swine, it's an ultra one. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Oh, Alien Ghost Yeti. Yeah, thank you for all the welcomes and highs and follows. Much appreciated. Oh my, we were brought to Ike. Abort, abort. No, keep it here. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern. I talk about hard game news all the time. And they are most of the time also quite gay too. I try to read everything right now. Mr. Swiss rebranded. Yes. TAGN. It's new TAGN. Just like I tag your mom.
Oh shit!
We got
Hell yeah!
a gifted by Haste. Ahoy Haste. Thank you very much. $5 by Brew. I haven't scrolling down. Just chill out, everybody.
Hell yeah!
Oh, this must be the one of my channels my debit ran out on. Got a new one. Okay, good to know. And you all need, whoever follows me right now, you need a helmet because you are now part of the retarded fellowship, by the way. Well played, sir. They can't have each other. Luigi. Nah, yeah, don't play it like that, Luigi. We all know you are deep in love with Adam from World of Gaming. English as a second language, and you pronounce cadaver right. Hell yeah. I mean, you know, I try.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I try every day. Suball, Chewy, yeah. Lol, I can't read. I can't read, bitch. Zora
Hell yeah.
subscribed. Thank you. And who got the gifted, though? Much appreciated. Blackie Blackerson got the gifted. And Mrs. Sarge is going crazy. Stay in the kitchen
Oh shit.
with 10 fucking gifted.
Oh hell yeah.
Can I keep, please, stop reading so much? In the chat.
Oh shit.
Brought here by Blab, staying for the accent.
Oh hell yeah.
I have the best accent. It's accidentally good. Well, shit, I'm dropping through right now. Says Cadaver. And Mac for 450. I got the gifted. Luigi got the gifted. Hey, Nathan here got the gifted. Bentley. Brew got the gifted. Alien got the gifted. Boink got the gifted. Oinker Space got the gifted. Saint Deconstruct. I remember. Why, thank you. You are now membered. Barstock, ahoy there. Keep chatting, make eye cream. Yeah, you can do that. Delta Max Home something. The name is cut off. Man, just happy to get raided into someone who isn't also ending stream, lol. No, I'm in the middle of my news. We have a few more articles here to go through. Having you say anatomy again, or executive? What is wrong with my anatomy and executive? Those are easy words. Eurogamer is radioactive. They are the better. They're one of the better magazines out there, man. How did you know I am fat? That's Mrs. Sarge. Dear Sarge might beat your ass for calling Mrs. Sarge fat. Maybe not, because Mrs. Sarge was called once on stream live in the face, in the not viewable, not seeable face of Dear Sarge, a witch. Ugly-faced witch, something similar. And she was like, oh, my husband is fucking protecting my honor there. Defending my honor. No, he was not. He was laughing. Laughing his ass off. I stop dog in gaming right now. Well, I mean, I make top dog money because of Mrs. Sarge and Haste and Brew. I take every money, by the way. Unfortunately, the Rumble wallet doesn't work on my phone. It just will not go through the process. I don't know why. But it's also in beta. Anyhow, okay, shut up and read the news. She gifted from the kitchen. That's one proficient kitchen bitch. I think I'll keep her. Of course you keep her. Who would cook for you these days? You're also old, dear Sarge, you know that. Anyhow, where was I? Yeah, Capcom tried to make the mouse usable in the Switch 2 version. But yeah, didn't work. We don't know exactly why not. It confused the game. Google's latest swing at Chromebook gaming is a free year of GeForce Now. Yeah, I don't know about that. Rumble Wallet doesn't authenticate on my phone either. Yeah, exactly. You have two processes. You can do it like with a cloud saving stuff, or you can watch your phrase, your wallet phrase, but it doesn't show me. So yeah, whatever. Earlier this year, Google announced the end of its efforts to get Steam running on Chromebooks, but it's not done trying to make these low-powered laptops into gaming machines. Google has teamed up with NVIDIA to offer a version of GeForce Now cloud streaming that is perplexingly limited in some ways and generous in others. Starting today, anyone who buys a Chromebook will get a free year of a new service called GeForce Now Fast Pass. Why they're creating such stupid names for their services? There are no ads unless waiting for server slots, but you don't get to play very long. Back before Google killed its Stadia gaming streaming service, they called it like the most amazing thing and all that, and only 4 milliseconds the latency on our fiber network, and it was closed off not after 2 years, something like that. It was pretty quickly gone, and nobody really remembers many facts about Google Stadia. But yeah, they are not trying to team up with Nvidia. It would often throw a few months of the Pro subscription with Chromebooks purchases. In the absence of its own gaming platform, Google has turned to Nvidia to level up Chromebook gaming. GeForce Now, GFN, which has been around in one form or another for more than a decade, allows you to render games on a remote server and stream the video output to the devices of your choice. It works on computers, phones, TVs, and yes, Chromebooks. I mean, if it runs on a browser, usually it has enough performance to run GeForce Now. The new Chromebook feature is not the same GeForce Now subscription you can get from Nvidia. FastPass, which is exclusive to Chromebooks, includes a mishmash of limits and bonuses that make it a pretty strange offering. FastPass is based on the free tier of GeForce Now, but users will get priority access to server slots. So no queuing for 5 or 10 minutes to start playing. It also lacks the ads that Nvidia's standard free tier includes. FastPass also uses the more powerful RTX servers, which are otherwise limited to the $10 per month performance tiers. So you have the free tier, you have the performance tier, and you have the ultimate tier, which gives you just higher frame rate, higher resolution, all that. Quite costly, in my opinion, $200 per year. And it's something in between of the free tier and the performance tier. It's a marketing gag, in my opinion. I don't think anybody is going to buy a Chromebook because you get now a subscription with a FastPass just for that. Otherwise, they would have just kept a Stadia running and tried to establish the foot or keep the foot in the market of gaming streaming. I mean, you can try it out yourself with the free tier. It works, overall it works, but I'm not a big fan of the streaming stuff. Really not. Now I have to go back to the chat. Love typo. Rumble Wallet does not take it on my phone either. Switch 2 mouse only works for wheelchair physics. No, they have another game. I don't remember the other game, but they have another game that uses the mouse function. What is Rumble Wallet? I'm interested now. The Rumble Wallet. You don't know about the Rumble Wallet. The Rumble Wallet, Rumble has announced that now almost a year ago, something like that. I actually proposed that idea. I have emails, by the way. I asked the support back then, are you planning or have you any ideas about the crypto coin wallet? And they say to me back, no plans at all. And 3 weeks later, Chris Pavlovsky announced it on X. What a coincidence. That was weird. Anyhow, but they announced a crypto wallet for Rumble. And you supposedly can very soon, if it's out of the beta phase, you can put some crypto coins in the wallets of your favorite creators. But you don't need to wait for the Rumble wallet for that. Down in the video description, I have the donation link and you can give me a dog coin if you want. Thank you for the follow there, Game Hunter Serious. But yes, the crypto wallet by Rumble is a thing. It's becoming a thing. It's just beta stuff right now. Hopefully they fix the authentication stuff. It runs, but it does diarrhea. Yeah. That is a gross fucking comparison, but thank you. Okay, this has got to be one of the best channels I have been part of the raid in. Well, I put the links to the shows, by the way, 3 times a week in the locals of side scrollers. So you should have seen it, but you probably just overlooked me. The goodness of me, Ike. Anyhow, so yeah, Google is trying. It's probably just a gimmick. I don't think they're going to have a lot of success. And I mean, if you plan to buy a Chromebook anyway, it's kind of a nice gift, I would say. Other than that, nobody's going to buy a Chromebook because, oh yeah, now I can cloud stream gaming crap. Don't think so. Don't think so at all. Open world RPG where wins meet has it all. Evil geese, AI chatbots, and a $40,000 skin. That's crazy. I reported on that game on the launch when it was just about to launch and all that. And they told us multiple times now, and they assured us now once more, the game is going to be free to play and not pay to win. Meaning, whatever you put money-wise into this game, it's all about the cosmetics. It's going to be free. You're going to just play everything like everybody else, and you're going to succeed in the game with your skill. And it's being very successful right now because it is free and everybody can install it on PC and PlayStation 5. So yeah. Where Winds Meet is a free-to-play open-world wuxia martial arts RPG set in ancient China that has become wildly popular in the week since it launched. But if you have no idea what it actually is, you'd be forgiven. Where Winds Meet, well, I mean, if 2 people fought in one room, well, there is the wind meeting. Is developed by Chinese-based Everstone Studio, its first game actually, and published by NetEase, who also published Marvel Rivals. Very successful game. Unfortunately, I hate Battle Royale. So if you hadn't heard of it until you began stumbling across weird tales of evil geese and expensive cosmetics, that might be because of the Western biases. The game reached 2 million players within just 24 hours of its global release. It's been playable in China since the last December, not September. And though that can be partially chalked up the fact that it's free to play, something is clearly clicking with players. That something could be, well, anything. Where Winds Meet seems to have packed almost every successful video game element over the last decade under its hood, including a vast and varied open world, Sekiro-like pairing, flashy and fun combat, Souls-like bosses, an incredibly in-depth character creator, loot-filled dungeons, platforming, stealth gameplay, a fully fleshed-out single-player mode, and an online mode in which you can battle other players or band together to win minigames, of which there are enough to rival WarioWare. I mean, it seems like they're gonna have success. I'm always skeptical though, just because it's from China, and because it's gonna be an online game mainly. Actually, you can have it a single player and all that, but I'm pretty sure you need to be online connected all the time. I just don't like to give my data also to the Chinese, you know? Just saying. We all gonna get data collected by the NSA. We don't need now the Chinese government too for that, you know? Just saying. Ricky would be the first to mock them is my guess. Wait, about what? Ricky Berwick would be down. Don't make fun of Ricky. He can make fun of himself. All by himself. It's like Dr. Strangelove talking current events. Love it. Oh yeah, I talk like only hard news. I have only hard news. And one topic today, Jennifer English, is gonna be my main topic. I mean, if you have not seen like my thumbnail, my preview picture, she's a bitch. And I hope that's not going to destroy the franchise of Claire Obscure already. But yes, that's going to be my main topic in a second here. But yeah, I usually talk like pretty much spot on hard news stuff. China, indeed. BRs are pretty gay. Are they? Shea was also free to play. Shea? Don't remember that name of the game. $sign filtered. Oh, there it is. No, all good. At least make the government work for the data, right? Yeah, I mean, the problem is not the company itself likes to collect the data, probably. I mean, in today's time, yes, all the companies like to collect data to find out what triggers your fucking brain and how they can exploit that more. But overall, it's more the government that they want from Chinese companies all the data delivered. Haste going crazy, 5 gifted. And Brew, another $5. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. It's raining money today. You guys remember that at the time I struggled to say words? Great times. You mean like in every sentence? Why does Brew give me always a fucking hard time with English? He is like that. So glad that's all behind us. Dear Sarge also making fun. Delta got gifted. Barstock got the gifted. Who else? Chewy Cadaver got the gifted, and QuickTime Velocity also got the gifted. Oh, hell yeah! Anyhow, I would love to play this game. I would like to try it out, but like again, I don't want to give any data out. Maybe I'm gonna download it and hopefully I can put my firewall on it and not exchange any data and just play it. That would be great as a single player game. I highly doubt it though. I highly doubt it. But yes, if you don't care about your data, if you don't care about having some connections to China, try out this game. It seems to be very beloved. It seems to be hitting every aspect of video gaming these days. Which is, it's just difficult for me that China does it better than the Western world in gaming these days. You know which game doesn't do well at all, but they pretend. Call of Duty. Call of Duty Black Ops 7 aim assist changes and weapon balancing are coming in Season 1 update. The reason why I took this news is very simple. The game is just a week old. And they are already talking about fixing stuff and very crucial elements of the game. After 1 week, they know what they have to change. Did you not fucking quality check that thing in the first place? What the heck are you doing there, Activision? Fucking morons. I mean, Treyarch developed it. Activision is just a publisher. Treyarch has released its first post-launch dev talk video to reveal some major changes the studio is preparing for the launch of Season 1 next month. This discusses the community feedback regarding Black Ops 7 aim assist, weapon balancing, and more. Especially like the weapon balancing, all those things the article mentions right now, they should have figured it out in the fucking quality control, in the beta testing and all that. Now you find out that the weapon balancing is off. Retardos. Black Ops 7 assault rifles feel really powerful in multiplayer, while most of the guns in the submachine class have struggled to feel viable. Treyarch Associate Design Director Matt Scronze, almost sounds like in the Italian stronzo, but it's Scronze. Wasn't that like a Swedish Treyarch? I think Treyarch was Swedish. Maybe it's a Swedish kind of name. Confirms that a buff is coming across the entire submachine gun class. Scronze says no plans are made for adjustment to the marksman rifle or snipers. But the team is monitoring the data. Oh, now they are monitoring the data. So yeah, it's not doing well. Black Ops is really not doing well, the newest iteration. We still have no real numbers. They don't want to show us numbers. I talked about that on Wednesday. They really are shy to show you any data or any stats. That is, in my opinion, a very bad sign again. I think they are very ashamed of all those numbers, because Battlefield 6 is doing very well, and Arc Raiders is also doing very well. And I think people just, if they want like colors, they go to Arc Raiders. If they want to have gay colors, they go to Arc Raiders. You're gonna have all the colors there. And if you want like good FPS action, I think most people go these days to Battlefield 6. So yeah, Activision not doing super well right now, man. And I have no interest in playing that at all. Not gonna give Microsoft any dollars. 2K followers. I know some are bots. Not some. Half of those 2K are bots. But yes, I guess I'm over 2K on the paper. Thank you very much for the new followers. And next news for sure Monday, 2 p.m. Eastern. Played on console or PC with no data. Can you? That's the question. That's the real question. Speaking of Call of Duty, I gotta go. Poo. That's a different Call of Duty. Thanks for the update, shitbrain. Yeah, much appreciated. AKA nerfed. Yeah, they need to nerf the rifles at least. In Battlefield 6, SMGs are a bit overpowered. Yeah, but they probably knew that already, and they don't pretend like, oh yeah, we have now new data. And I don't hear any news about that, like something being super out of balance. Here in this article, we already see after 1 week after the release, they need to change and fix. Thanks for the follow, Mr. Sarge. I actually need to do videos. Yeah, videos work. That is work. Blob. Blob 7 is not great. Blob 7. 7? 7? Is that like more Spanish or Italian? What is 7 exactly? The great, but the BF has become boring. I mean, I guess as a casual gamer, you probably have seen certain stuff after a while. Battlefield 6 is now out a bit more than a month, you know, kind of. With the beta testing, it's 2 months old. So yeah, I mean, if you have played the campaign stuff, I guess you don't have much that still keeps you in the game. But that's what games like RPGs are there. Having hours and hours. By the way, I just finished a game called 9 Souls, which is kind of like Hollow Knight, a Metroidvanian Souls-like game. I liked it a lot. It's pretty difficult, yeah, but very enjoyable. Put in 50 hours in it. I much enjoyed it. Very good game, in my opinion. And thanks, Haste. I hear you, Mrs. Sarge. I've never been a content creator. Really? Spanish. Okay, there we go. Brewbot 2000. Mediocre Gamer Girl is there. You can follow her, but you're gonna not getting any good gameplay. Gonna be horrible to watch, especially when she needs to drive. It was so difficult yesterday to watch that gamer girl there. But she's mediocre, though, yeah, I guess. Thanks for the follow, dear Sarge. I don't post anything except my son's marching band performance. Well, it's something. It's something, man. I mean, either I was trying to have more followers than dear Sarge with no content. Yeah, but he has now 1K and more. Good to see you, Haste, says Bentley. Hi, dear Sarge, says Mediocre Gamer Girl. Hi's and hellos back and forth. Blackerson, that's cool, though. At least if you post anything, I'll see it. I surpassed him for a while. Yeah, that was maybe like 1.5 years ago, Mrs. Sarge. And then Sarge just became very famous with his BBC in his mouth. Not what you think, but what he wishes, what you think. No, it's big black cigars or big brown cigars. Go check him out. He is a big cigar guy these days. At least he pretends to be. Maybe Sarge is a marching band enthusiast. He would like the marching bands marching in his bedroom, while Mr. Sarge has to march out. That's how it is. Not as especially, but one time at the band camp. One time at the band camp, the dear Sarge had a flute in his mouth. That dude was happy, though. That dude was very happy to see Sarge. Hayes and I have met in real life. Good dude. Yeah, I don't know about the good dude. Because you don't seem to know Hayes that well, Bentley. I need to show everybody how Hayes is in real life. You know, he collects body pillows. He tries to avoid that fact that anybody knows. But we have to show now. We have to show because you called him a good dude. We're gonna show how good he really is. I'm gonna show just the latest body pillow in his collection. You can decide if that's where is it? Click here. Browser. There. You tell me. Look how much he loves his body pillow. Look how he snuggles it. It's totally not AI. Whoever said it's AI is a liar. Is a liar.
Liar, whore, and you know it.
I mean, you know it now. I like teasing me about my big brown cigars. No, you're teasing yourself with that thing in your mouth. No, Hayes is a good dude. Hayes is absolutely a good dude. I mean, he's a ginger, but he's still a good dude. Absolutely. I once watched Sarge have more viewers than I while talking about pooping. What? I don't know what exactly that is referring to, but sure. Thank you for the buck. Much appreciated. I appreciate all them dollars, by the way. Down in the video description again, I have the donation link. You can like support me in all kinds of ways, by the way. Shower guy. Okay, this chat has made me feel dirty. Gotta clean up. Bye. That's shower guy. Well, you can go shower. Be like you are in your name. Clean while showering. Have a good day. Says Mr. The heck? You didn't know that side of Haste, huh? Now everybody knows. I'm being trolled and I appreciate it. There isn't much difference between the two. Who took this pic? Well, he has a tripod. He has a tripod and a phone. So he took it himself. I won't give me a waifu one. Hey, body pillows are not cheap. I'm not going to give you any body pillows. If I get more donations, though, it might happen. You know, it might happen. Mr. Sarge with 10 today, you yourself with 5 today. That's a lot of money. Just saying. It might happen. By the way, if you are following me for more than 6 months in a subscription, meaning $5 a month, you're gonna get an email, or at least I try to contact you, and you're gonna get a mug. Kind of like almost like a mug club. But you know, people didn't know about that. I just gave certain people mugs, just to show like appreciation. If he is lighter than a duck, then he'd be a witch. Who, Haste? Just because he is a ginger doesn't make him like a witch. That's what you mean. I've been following you for the long time of 6 minutes. Yes, and I hope you keep it longer than 6 minutes, like forever. Because that's the most important part in streaming, for me at least, having a lively chat, you know. But let's move on with some news here. We have a few more articles, not very many. And I didn't thought like it would happen to like the rate by side scrollers. BMO just kept on pressuring, I guess. But yeah, thank you very much. Silent Hill 2 Remake now available for Xbox Series. It's more a side note than anything. Publisher Konami and developer Bloober team have released the Silent Hill 2 Remake for Xbox Series via Microsoft Store. The companies announced. The PC version is also now available via Microsoft Store. Both the standard and deluxe editions can be purchased at 50% off discount price for a limited time. I kind of didn't like the original. I don't think it needed a remake. It was successful, the remake. It looks good. It looks pretty amazing, actually. But story-wise, especially the ending, I really couldn't care less. It's like the ending, the original ending is like 5 minutes. The bitch just reading the letter to him. Kind of lame, but gameplay-wise, up to a certain point, it's fine. And the remake is just more fun. But yes, now you can play it on the Xbox Series X and S. Isn't that great? Finally, after what, almost a year after release? Crazy. But yes, Xbox is Xbox. Everything is Xbox. I'll never subscribe, says Brew. Why not, though? Why don't you want to subscribe? Weird. I like the dog ending. I haven't played it like many times. I played the original back in the days when it was released, you know, and I played it about 2 years ago here on this channel. Again, can't remember like multiple endings. Just saying. So I wouldn't say I liked any dog ending. The queers have come. Yeah. I like to think about my followers as retards and not as queers, because queers sounds very nasty. We're going to talk about queers in very short amount of time here. Didn't you play through a Silent Hill on stream once? Yeah, just what I said. Just what I said. Are you not listening? Are you not listening?
God, you're gay.
Sarge.
Why are you gay?
Huh? Well, Sarge is like...
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
Like every Saturday, I go to the Turkish bathhouse. Take it up the butt. That's not gay. I have a wife. We are more effective than bigger teams. Ahead of Blood of Dawnwalker's release next year, Rebel Wolves lead says he doesn't want the studio to grow. Blood of Dawnwalker developer Rebel Wolves isn't looking to increase in size anytime soon. And that isn't just in response to the general turbulences happening in the industry right now. It's also a form of creative design. Talking to Games Radar Plus, the Witcher 3 director and Rebel Wolves founder, Konrad Tomaszewski. I butchered that name for sure, but it is what it is. Fucking Polish bitch. No. I'm just gonna... Tomasz is fine, I guess. Explained the benefits of sticking with a relatively small team. Earlier this year, Dawnwalker creative director Mateusz Tomaszewski told me Rebel Wolves had been employing around 120 people, and his brother Conrad says that number has now crept up to 155. I hope that we could stay with 80 or 90 of us, but the game is ambitious and we need to gather more people. I don't want to grow because I'm afraid that we will lose the contact between management and developers. I like how it is right now. I like to work with people every day and create with them, not be somewhere and have layers of management just watching the final effect. I want to work with people, not to be a boss, but a leader. Nice words for sure. Nice words for sure. When you set up the goal in a clear way and you have a reasonable sized team with whom you can discuss it and agree for some direction, it's easier to keep this spirit and have people motivated. And to be honest, what I experience right now is that we are more effective than bigger teams. Because in huge teams, you need to manage in a different way, like you have a really granular task for people. And here, because we don't have so many people, people feel responsible for some parts of the game and feel ownership of it. And I think that is the most important thing. Yeah, sometimes less is more, for sure. And depends on how successful this game is going to be, though. So far, everything looks all right with it. I'm anticipating the release. It looks visually nice. It looks story-wise interesting and all that. And yeah, when you have a smaller team, you have better contact, better connections to your employees there. You can communicate quicker. You can make quicker changes. And not having like a team like in Ubisoft with Assassin's Creed George Floyd edition, you know, when you have like 2 hours of credits, like thousands and thousands of people modifying the game, and every time you make a little changes, you need approval and all that. It's just gonna make everything also more expensive. So hopefully they keep the team small and they produce a good fucking game here. Good fucking game. Thank you for another buck there by Brew. And he says, to be fair, listening doesn't affect our ability to hear you. What does that mean, bitch? What do you say? We're just a flamboyant retards. I don't think you're flamboyant. Retards, yes, absolutely. You said it out loud about the same time I hit enter. You're just slow, dear Sarge. You're just very slow. And I proved to him that he has a delay. He has a hardcore delay, sometimes like 30 seconds delay from what he sees and what he hears. It's crazy. But that's dear Sarge. It's a good guy, but he's like old school retard, sort of. I'm hoping Blood of Dawnwalker is good, and I think it's gonna be pretty good. Nothing that I've saw so far from it looks like it's gonna be anything that like pushes me away from getting it, to be honest. Ike likes the Polish Poles, if you know what I mean. I don't know what I mean. Explain to us. Explain it mainly to me here, to the leader of retards, Lord Retard, not the George Floyd edition. Yeah, that's always what I called it from the very beginning on. I just called it Assassin's Creed George Floyd edition. And I did like a little experiment. I've searched for George Floyd pictures and the Assassin's Creed Yasuke pictures, you know. I tried to face swap, you know, with AI. Not a lot of changes happened, by the way. Just saying, not a lot of changes. Not a lot of changes at all. I might have slide the drain damage for real. Drain damage. That was a good one. Taking ownership of your work is important in any disciple. Sounds like this guy has his head in the right place. I mean, he was director of The Witcher 3. So he knows how to make games. And with his new studio, he created this new studio, smaller team, making hopefully a good action RPG here for everybody to enjoy. And it's not going to be a bloated fucking multiplayer crap. I hope it's going to be like just for the game feeling, like The Witcher 3. And if it's not going to have DEI crap in it, like too much gayness, I'm going to be happy. I'm going to be happy. Plus, adding more middle management introduces so much unnecessary complications. Not only the complications, it's more really dries up the price of the game, of the production, all that, you know. Unnecessarily, you know. If you need like approval for every little shit, and if you have too big of a team, you're gonna need more approval. You can't just make changes right away and then tell your leader, your team manager there, whatever, what you changed, and can we keep it, and just show him right away. Because smaller team, easier access to each other. Should we go to Jennifer already? No, let's do one little talk about Ubisoft, because I think Ubisoft is lying to us once more. Ubisoft posts strong first half growth and teases major creative shakeup coming in 2026. I talked a lot about Ubisoft here on this channel. I have on my channel here on TAGN playlists. If you want to go to the playlist of the news itself, go check them out. And you see a lot of Ubisoft stuff. I showed how many problems Ubisoft really has. And now they seem to pretend like, no, everything is super cool. Nothing wrong at all here. We are making money like crazy. I mean, I don't believe them. After a short delay, Ubisoft has posted its first half earnings figures for 2025-2026. The company says that its Q2 net bookings exceeded expectations, and its deal with Tencent to invest 1.2, it's more like 1.3 billion in Vantage Studios in a new subsidiary focused on its 3 main franchises is expected to close within a few days. Yes, they pretty much closed it. It's done. The deal is done. Tencent has put money in it. It's gonna happen. It already happened. It's more like formalities here. So nothing gonna change here anymore. Now Tencent pretty much owns Far Cry, Rainbow Six Siege, and forget always the third one. I forget always the third one. Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed. Ubisoft says that its Q2 net bookings were up 39% year on year, driven by stronger than expected performance across its game catalog and TV projects. What TV projects? I don't remember they make any money with any TV stuff. I mean, they sold rights to Amazon for, was it Assassin's Creed? I can't remember. They sold some rights, some licensed stuff, you know. So they make certainly a little bit money there, but TV project. The company had initially predicted that it would reach $520 million for its quarterly books, but this figure increased to $566.7 million. Yeah, I mean, that doesn't tell us a lot here, just those numbers, because we don't see how much you spend on stuff, you know. I want to remind everybody, their last 5 major AAA games, I told that last Wednesday, not doing good. Skull and Bones, 800 millions. Where is that money gone? Where's that game now today? Avatar, Frontiers, whatever. Not making money. Assassin's Creed. You just told us so far only the number of 2 million players. You still haven't provided hard numbers on sales. Not at all. So yeah, I'm not trusting you at all. Far Cry 6 also not really doing good because you're freeing the trannies in some South American country there. Made up country. Our portfolio showed contrasting dynamics this quarter, with softer trends for Rainbow Six Siege, reflecting a phase of evolution for the game in an intense FPS environment, offset by strong performance across the rest of the catalog. It's just mumbo-jumbo word mixing here, like pretending with your marketing speech here that you're doing so well. The Assassin's Creed franchise exceeded our expectations, confirming its positive momentum and ability to engage players over time. Like what? Like what if you don't provide sales number at all for Assassin's Creed George Floyd Edition, for example? You're lying to us. You're just lying to us. You're telling, either you're lying to us or your expectations actually were super low because you knew what product you are showing to the people. The Division 2 also continued to perform strongly, benefiting from the momentum of the battle for Brooklyn DLC, Ubisoft boss Yves Guillemot said in a press release. And I might remind everybody again, The Division Heartland, where is that game? Oh yeah, it was cancelled, right, it was cancelled. Division Heartland, it was cancelled. X-Defiant, despite Ubisoft telling us, yeah, people are more into live service stuff more than single player games these days, you cancelled those live service games. X-Defiant is nowhere to be found anymore. So you're lying, you're lying. I think you're mainly lying to us. All stupid. I'll keep the sexual innuendo as it is, lol. All right, gotta run to pick up my youngest son, aka the son I did not forget to pick up. Okay, good for your son. But the real question is, how do Latin trannies compare to Thai ladyboys asking for a friend? Not me. I mean, that you put that in a fantasies shows me that it is for you. I don't know. Go figure it out yourself. Book a ticket to Thailand, suck on a little Thai wiener, I don't know, and then go book a flight to a tranny South American country, or a dude at least, suck on that wiener too and compare that. Why are you needing to know that? Ladybugs are honest. And Counter-Strike Source is still going strong. Yeah, Counter-Strike Source. That's fucking old, man. Counter-Strike Source. We come to a Counter-Strike-ish article towards the end, by the way. So keep it in the chat. Or keep yourself in the chat. Ubisoft has gone through a turbulent time as of late, as the company reportedly cancelled a Civil War-inspired Assassin's Creed game, and Assassin's Creed creative lead Marc-Alexis Cote, I don't know, left Ubisoft in October. In the earnings report shared in July 2025, the company noted that the revenues had continued to decline at the time. Yeah, and all of a sudden, all the numbers are higher and they're making money. Yeah, sure. What was your last big game? Assassin's Creed George Floyd Edition. That was your last big game. And I mean, now they have Anno 117, Pax Romana. Not doing super well. It's selling, but how much it's selling doesn't make more money than you invested in it in the production. Can't really say. I don't know the numbers because you don't provide any numbers, Ubisoft. And yeah, Ubisoft just keep on losing, in my opinion. Just keeps on losing on a daily fucking basis. It's insane, in my opinion. They try to do here a little bit damage control, maybe something like that, with this article or with those statements, press release statement here. I don't believe them in any way, shape, or form. Not at all. Not at all. And I might also remind everybody, Ubisoft had troubles, big troubles, legal troubles with actual sexual harassment by not only one manager in the company, but three higher-ups. That's crazy. And you're pretending like, yeah, everything is cool, man. We're making buck here. Like crazy. That's why we needed to sell off our biggest 3 IPs that made us money. Kind of. That's why we needed to sell those. Who are they kidding? Who are they kidding, really? I want to know that. Ahoy, Astra! The last time I even went to near Counter-Strike was playing Gary's mod. And howdy. Gary's mod is... That's like even older than just the thought about Source, the Source engine. Okay. We're gonna watch this whole presentation of Jennifer English that she won. And I don't like anything shown in this award. What is the Golden Joystick Award? She won a lead actor voice acting role here. I mean, we're just gonna watch it together. We have to. I don't want to go to reactions stuff. We're gonna watch it together directly. Gonna be 7 minutes. I'm gonna make it 1.25 speed. Going a little bit quicker, and hopefully you can see in the subtitle like the main gist of it, because it's automated. It doesn't get every word right. But we have to witness what really happened there. I think that's the only way to like come to your own conclusion. Can you trust now Jennifer English in the future and whatever she is voicing in the like Claire Obscure universe? Because we're gonna have more games from Kepler and Sandfalls Interactive.
Let's follow that with the award for Best Lead Performer, and the stage is set to burn.
I mean, already this announcer lady, I guess, it's a lady, looks like, yeah, I'm all for queer. That's my identity. I have to show what I'm up for.
Because the legendary
legendary
Samantha Bayard is here to reveal the winner. Come on, Carla.
Little air smooches while going on the podium here.
My name is Samantha Bayard, the creator and host of It Takes a Village, a chat show on YouTube where we shine a light on creatives and devs.
By the way, a phrase that Mrs. Sarge hates to death. It takes a village.
In this industry, you are too much in the dark. We need to see more of you. Now, you
Female ringleader from the 80s.
may know me better from 2023's seminal indie dating series.
Look at her necklace, whatever that thing is. I mean, are you trying to stab yourself with what? Is that a cross? An upside down cross?
Baldur's Gate 3, where I muscled my way into hearts and minds as tiefling barbarian Karlak.
I mean, it has a symbol, you know. It looks like it might be a planet, maybe Saturn, and a cross on it. Those people are all driven ideologically. And some ideologies have like deep meanings, and they try to show certain stuff. And you wouldn't have such a necklace, such whatever that thing is, around your neck, if you don't want to communicate something, you know?
Thank you for remembering me. Or as Cider in the recently released beat-em-up Absalom. Or as...
Yeah, all people are cheering like crazy for her right now. I mean, I don't know any of her games, whatever she spoke.
In the upcoming Desert Punk RPG Fading Echo. But I am not here to flip tables and set...
Maybe one guy in the background, one gay guy was like super excited. Other than that, I didn't hear a lot.
Fire to the place.
This bitch fluffs the entire village, got pearl necklace to prove it.
Slap someone at the back of the room with my telescopic arm, or short-circuit the electrics as an anthropomorphic
She might be only gay, not like bisexual.
tsunami, that's for the after party. I'm here to celebrate my fellow actors who once again have given some of the best leading performances in video games in the past 12 months. This award, Best Lead
Woo!
Performer,
1-1 woo we got.
remarkable impact of performers on the experience of playing video games. Now, I know firsthand how much they can mean to the actors themselves, as well as the teams of developers and creatives who bring them to life, and also the players. I continue to be moved by the wealth of fan art, songs, cosplays, and endless smut on AO3. Please make it stop that players create long after the credits have rolled. Yes, we all know about AO3.
Not me. I see myself kind of as educated, kind of like knowledgeable in the gaming sphere. I have no idea what she's meaning. I have no idea what she's up to.
Now, all the performers are now.
And the audience, her audience, she has right there at this place, seems also not to know jack shit about
their
AO3.
flowers. And the hard work of these actors has already ensured that their respective characters will live forever as a part of video gaming history. But only one can win this award. I was going to say fight, but I'm not allowed. All right, here are your nominees.
Best lead.
She has kind of a nice rack, though.
Jennifer English as Mael.
I hope it is a she.
33.
After the fact, he wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried.
And that's Jennifer English for everybody who doesn't know about Jennifer English at all, who voiced Mael. And I can fully agree. The voice acting is amazing, is very good. Like, not many games have a great voice acting in every aspect. But like Claire Obscure, Expedition 33, all the roles are very well done and spoken.
But I couldn't.
Troy Baker.
But it is also the combination, like the facial expression of the animated character and the voice together. It will not work if only the voice is good and you have like zero emotions animated in the face.
As Indiana Jones in Indiana Jones and the
Troy Baker will not get it.
Throughout history, mankind has built sites with great spiritual significance. Siwa, he's a herb.
Yeah, I guess it was also a good voice for sure.
Much of Pichu now. It's the strange bit. If you were to draw a line through these ancient sites around the globe,
She only blows fairies then.
perfectly aligned circle.
Maybe.
Tom McKay as Henry in Kingdom Come Deliverance 2.
I heard only kind of good things about the Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. But also I saw and heard gay ass shit. Like teenager romance, gay teenager romance of a boy, which, yeah, I'm very skeptical of crap like that, to be very honest. Was probably just a small part of the whole game, but still. Oh, he's doing the lisping here like crazy. He's probably having a bad tongue. Can't speak for Sid.
Alex Jordan as Yan in The Alters.
One guy in the Stuckets, first time.
I have to say, this time I was trying hard not to think about how much the odds were against us.
This game is a little bit intriguing for me. I always wanted to try it, the Alters.
Erika Ishii as Atsu in Ghost of Yoto.
Ghost of Nobai. I talked multiple times in the past about Erika Ishii. And why I will not shy away from blaming or from complaining about what just happened with Jennifer English winning this award for the best performance in voice acting or leading role, whatever that is. I'm not having double standards because Erika Ishii didn't include her gender fluidness. She claims to be gender fluid in the game itself. She just doesn't look like pretty in that sense. So Jennifer English looks better just visually as a female, you know. But Erika Ishii also didn't brought her gender identity into the game. let's be very honest and clear about all those issues. Because I saw on X reactions like, yeah, the voice is still great. Nothing wrong with her speech here in the award of Jennifer English. The game's still good, and yes, but you're gonna have double standards if you blame like one side just because she might look a little bit more weird to your eyes, and the game actually being still okay in general, gameplay wise and story wise and all that, maybe a little bit more boring than Expedition 33. But you are having then double standards if you measure like, because Erika Ishii in private is outspoken about that, you're gonna adjust your judgment according to that with Erika Ishii and to the game. And on the other side, you have Jennifer English and Expedition 33. And you're not going to apply the same like judgment there. That's very dishonest in my humble retard opinion. So I'm not going to go easy on Jennifer English. And I'm going to be very outspoken in a second here after we saw
Adrian Ray as Hazel in
what a
Midnight.
ugly looking game visually. Not about the brown people. I'm super racist. Absolutely, but I don't care about brown people in games. It's just a visual game style here. South of Midnight, really
I found her house, but
ugly looking style.
and then I saw a ton of red yarn laying around.
Like it's everything made out of paper, some sort of bad textures.
The winner is...
Gameplay-wise, it was looking okay.
Carlac approves. It's Jennifer English.
Who the fuck is Carlac? One of her characters. That's Jennifer English. She having a suit, business suit, too big for her, not fitting at all. But that's just all visual stuff. The question is, why do you like to look like that? That just looks kind of silly, it doesn't fit.
Hi, I didn't think of a speech because I didn't think I was going to win because I'm nominated alongside some industry titans. And
Okay, I call bullshit on that. I just call bullshit on that. I'm pretty sure she prepared this little speech she is going to bring up. Because the game was nominated in the Game Awards 12 times. And she was nominated too for her role in all this nonsense. Absolutely. She already knew that the game is super well received, that almost every aspect of the game is very loved. Everything is working, like performance-wise, visually, music, gameplay-wise, story-wise, dialogues, the whole script of the game. Everything is really good, well received. And now she pretends like, oh, I would never have thought I would get any nomination in the first place, and winning, oh, that's out of my imagination. But I'm going to tell you how queer I am, by the way. She's a stupid bitch. She became, at this point here, a stupid bitch. I already knew that she was gay. I already knew that. But now she's very outspoken. Now she feels like kind of maybe more safe to be privately outspoken, how gay she really is, and that everything is according to her gayness. Stupid. She borrowed it from her dad. Maybe. Graphics needed to have a feeling again. I feel like minimalistic art styles are kind of erasing that sort of focus. Is it about the Midnight Southwest game? Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like inherently wrong with that style. I just absolutely hate it. You can have certain type of games with that style of artistically of visuals, but I would say more like top-down isometric games instead of like third-person views. Bought the award. Miss Sargent, this bitch dresses like the woman on Murdoch Mysteries. I don't. Mrs. Arch seems to remember and to get the reference. Okay, prepping for work, listening to Ike, etc. Multitasking like a motherfucker. You can't multitask. Why?
Liar whore, and you know
Why
it.
do I need to use the button again today? Liar whore, Sarge.
Oh, thank you so much, everyone, every single one of you for voting. Maya embarks on this crazy journey. She chooses to leave a life that wasn't serving her. And I did that a few years ago. And I chose instead a life that was authentic.
It starts already with her stupidity. I mean, it might be the reality for her. It might have happened to her, whatever that happened, you know. Being like in her own life more authentic, was authentic, whatever that means. I mean, if you're alive, everything in your life usually is authentic to yourself. If you're gonna get a slap in your face, no matter if you like asked for it or somebody just gave it to you, gonna be authentic. So why are you using those words? Why and anybody is using those words? Makes no sense to me.
Life that was gay.
A life that was gay, and it was only authentic because you could be openly gay. Wow. Okay, that's enough slow clapping. 3 claps maximum for her very authentic gay life there. So what's the point in mentioning that? Nobody is interested. Is that like confirmation for you? Like, because I was gay, therefore it was authentic, I was open about it, and therefore I could put in my emotions of my gay life into the voice acting? Is that what you're trying to tell us?
I fell in love with...
And everybody's cheering like a super moron like that. Oh yeah, so great, so stunning and brave. You suck on the lips of another woman down there. Great achievement. Fucking morons. I am, by the way, if you haven't realized yet, I am super direct and super fucking open with my words, with the usage of all my words. Just saying, just be warned. I don't censor myself really at all. Sarge 2 multitasking is drinking a beer while looking for the first beer you misplaced. That's weird multitasking, but yes, I guess it is multitasking. Is it just me, or is she way too excited to be receiving that award? I mean, she's an actor. It could be all an act, right? For all we know, it could be just an act being that excited. Like I said, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way she didn't prepare at least some of that speech she's just holding right now. You know, there's no way she didn't prepare for it. So I think she's just acting here, you know, like pretending. Such a big surprise. I never thought I would be able to get a prize for my work. Like for my work, I put everything in it. I put my gay life in all this work. So yeah, I don't believe her. I don't believe her. That's all. Why doesn't this Lesbo instead give us her origin story? Like, did her uncle or stepfather molest her so that she hates men now? I don't know. I don't care for that matter, to be honest. I just don't like to be lied to in general. Doesn't matter by whom. This is why no woman should vote. There's Air Cobra Man. Who the heck is Air Cobra Man? Ahoy. Seen that name the first time. Cocaine is a hell of a drug. All those activists, ahoy TAGN, activists were hired on their DEI checkboxes. That is the thing, though. We don't know really with Sandfall Interactive, a new studio, their first game, a massive hit for them, you know. We don't know if they had checkboxes. I think they just scrambled together some people, you know, some talents. They saw her maybe, oh, she can voice act, and they maybe didn't give a flying fuck about her gayness. Same goes probably for all the character designer, all the animators, all the world designer, 3D the designer, and all that. They just scrambled people together, and small team and massive hit, pretty much for that matter. In that matter, they probably didn't know. I don't think they had yet any checkboxes. It might change from now on because of this success. They might enlarge the company's Sandfall Interactive. You know, they might make it bigger, pay better salaries and all that. You know. But because they are bigger, they now need to check those boxes. Hard to say. I can't tell you. Thank you for the best gaffer award. Later on, I'm going to slob on so many knobs. No, she's gay. She's not going to slob any knobs. For her, it's only fish. For her, it's only fish. All day long. I dig it, but be discreet. About what? Achievement unlocked. Authentic using big words that don't make sense in context is very alphabetic clannish. Yeah, hard to say. We all don't see in her head what she really means with it, with being authentic. Just the obvious that the plaiting of messages. Scissoring and licking is multitasking. I mean, women are known to have to be multitasking, right? They do. I worked for one of their staff a while back in their indie project. Flaming commies over there. Could be. And that's why I said I'm gonna stay very open. I'm gonna be like direct. I'm not gonna judge one company differently when I have like new information in that sense, like the other company. Like Sucker Punch. Sucker Punch can go suck it. They just lost it with their team, with their people there, with their ideology. And now if I know, or if I get the knowledge, if I get new information about Sandfall Interactive, that they are all the same actually, I'm not gonna buy their new game, despite I loved and still like Expedition 33, right? But I'm not going to be like one of those guys who is like brain dead just because I love the product. I'm going to just overlook everything else around it. No, I'm going to fucking adjust my conclusions, my judgment in general. I'm going to have the same towards the same mentalities. If you understand what I mean. It's hard for me to find the right words. Did I check out her box first? Sucker Punch, cocksucking fister. Cocksucker, yes. Fister, I don't know. Let's hear her.
The beautiful woman
more.
Who's crying her eyes out right now. It's really funny. And
she's crying her eyes right now. So funny.
Of that queer joy, I felt safe enough to pour my grief and pain and all that nonsense and joy and love into this incredibly beautifully written character. And I am so proud of that, and I just want to thank Queer Joy for that.
I think we need to hear that again. Let's see.
Woman who's crying her eyes out right now. It's really funny. And I chose Queer Joy, and as a result of that queer joy, I felt safe enough to pour my grief and pain and all that nonsense and joy and love into this incredibly beautifully written character. And I am so proud of that, and I just want to thank Queer Joy for that.
What does that all fucking mean, all those words together? Like, I choose Queer Joy. Maybe it's the company. I couldn't dig too deep because I put like work into the preparation of all those articles, the reading, many hours. Those are all those articles, you know. And sometimes I can go deeper depending on the topic. But because of her choice of queer joy. She had like all those emotions and could put it into the very super well written character, whatever that means too. It feels to me like she's just using words just to put into her speech, to put those words, in particular queer and joy. But maybe it's connected to this one company. We're gonna take just a short look, and you can decide for yourself if you're gonna support Sandfall Interactive and Kepler Interactive. I think it's also, if you want to support them in the future with a new game, sequel, prequel, whatever, of Claire Obscure.
Thank you everyone at Sandfall, Guillaume, Jen, Side, Kepler, the MVP that is Jack, Sarah, B, my wonderful girlfriend, my parents, everyone.
At least she's thankful to other people's, not only to her amazing queer joy mind. I don't fucking know, man.
Me, thank you. And thank you everyone who voted.
Everybody who likes me. Well, I kind of liked you before you were so happy and queer, you know. I was kind of okay with you or whatever you had going. Just saying. But now I think I will not give a flying rat's wet ass. Really. Crazy. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, kind of. So were you acting in your role or acting in real life? That's a good question. That's a really, really good question. She refers to queer joy as if it's the Holy Spirit or something. That's hard to say. That's hard to say. Does she mean like the joy, but it's a queer joy, you know? Like the identity of the sexual identity queer connected to the emotion joy? Or does she mean queer joy? The Queer Joy Project. I couldn't find it out right away if she's connected with that at all. And I want just to read with you here the roots of this project, the Queer Joy. I mean, nothing new here. Just shows you once more the broken mentality of the mentally very ill people. The roots. So often stories of LGBTQ+, what is the plus for? Experience center in coming out, tragedy, physical injury, or the trauma of being forced to comply with heteronormativity. Why? Anyway, you can read the word here right on screen. Even now, with more diverse stories in media, happy endings are a few and far between. So you're being forced to accept the world how it is, meaning female, male, together, making new humans. You know, that's how it works. It is not an idea of the rest of humanity. You're not being forced in that sense. I mean, I get it. In some nations, yes. But overall, you're not being forced to suck a dick if you are female, or rub the nipples of a female if you're male. You're just not being forced really into that. You know, you're telling us, everybody, lies you seem to like, and to have as an excuse to be queer joy, whatever that means. FP ahoy! He comes in with monies and gives monies $5 for Ricky Bobby. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. The Queer Joy Project is a multimedia project that celebrates other queer stories, daily lived experiences, moments of happiness and serenity, each a form of a resistance against today's political climate. Absolute bullshit talk. That today's political climate is still is still all this DEI bullshit in all the media. You can't produce in Hollywood or in the UK, for that matter, anything that doesn't check some boxes. How many brown people are in it? How many disabled people are in it? Hey, do you maybe have disabled brown and gay people in it? Maybe even gay tranny people in it? Like just checking all the boxes. In those big productions, usually you can't produce them in the first place if you don't have those boxes checked. So the political climate is still the same, at least in the biggest movie and TV production space on this planet in Hollywood. So there's no other political climate there yet. It might change in a few years because the pendulum is swinging the other way again. Is it going to swing far enough? Is it going to be more difficult for you cocksuckers? I don't know, but you're lying to yourself at this moment. And who knows when this was really written, maybe like 5 years ago, where it was even more gay, everything. Through interviews with LGBTQA+, they extended here. The A was not, and the IA was not here yet. Subjects around the world and archival research, creator Amy Tien reminds us not only the world we are trying to build, but the community and happiness people find even in the margins. LGBTQAI+ folks are not a monolith. You're pretty much, you're all cocksuckers. All just cocksuckers with different colors, different dyed hair, fuck off. We deserve to hear more stories than we have been told. No, that's a lie again. We have pretty much in every TV show these days, some less inclusive, some more. At least some gay couple, at least. So yeah, you don't deserve more of that nonsense. You're being represented enough, in my opinion. My humble retard opinion. Yeah, bullshit as usual. Nobody cares. They're all acting. Are there non-angry lesbians out there? Oh yeah, there are. Good actors for sure. So happy and gay. Sarge, I have yet to meet one. Are lesbians mad because they need real dick or not silicone? I don't know, man. I can't tell you at least. And you're asking the wrong guy. Sarge is gay himself, so. And he is happy though. I think he gets enough dick. Just my assumption. Normality is normality. These people can't write. I mean, I try to read, my English is not the greatest. But yes, maybe inventing new words on the flight here by those people. The alphabet mafia, meat deprivation syndrome. MDS, is that a thing? I guess a lesbian at heart. Ahoy, Godzilla. Yeah, I like pussies. I agree with you, Godzilla. I agree with you. Where the fuck was I? We deserve to hear more stories than we have been told. We deserve narrative plentitude. So many stories that no single story or person has to serve as representative for the whole. Yeah. We deserve to not just feel joy, but to share the infinite ways we have experienced it. A lot of we deserve this, we deserve that, we deserve we. By what measure? By what fucking attribute you deserve so much more than the rest of humanity? I was born as a normal white dude. I don't like dick in my mouth. Very simple. Do I deserve to be represented in video games more, in TV shows more? I want to see more dudes who don't like to suck on dick. Makes no sense, right? But those people always demanding, and keep on demanding. And even if they get it, it's not enough. They all got all that bullshit they got. They demanded. But still, it's not enough. Still feeling like not safe in their safe spaces. Well, we made probably big errors, big fails we had in the past by giving them the little finger. That's how it started. And they saw, oh, hey, demanding that stuff and getting it. Why don't we keep with the demands? Rooted in a framework of abundance and pleasure, this project is for allies, for the curious, and for those reluctant in face of social change. But most importantly, this work is for queer folks. A love letter to the lives that never got better, the lives that did, and the lives that are still finding their way. You got so much. But still it's not enough. Still you feel like the world owes you everything. Which it doesn't. It just doesn't. So I don't know if Jennifer English means this project in particular. That's the only thing I could have found today on a quick note in that sense. I'm pretty sure she means that. Otherwise, her queer joy really didn't make sense, that she thanks the queer joy. I think she meant this. Hard to say. I can't verify. I can't prove it to you right now. But it would make sense connected to her little speech there. Weird. Yes. Here's my joy cucumber. Just one little line there. Sounding more and more like a groomer game. No, that has nothing to do with direct correlation with Expedition. It's her queer joy stuff speech with this project. Anyhow, we are very close to the end. I want to thank again everybody who is following me today or started following me. I want to remind everybody, down in the video description you have all the links you might want or need or whatever, to my socials, to my other stuff, to my merch store. If you want a mug, a pretty decent mug, you can get it there too. Support me this way. Easiest support is, though, I guess, thumb upping this stream today, and just watch me in the future, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m. Eastern, here on this channel, TAGN, TAGN. So yeah, that's the easiest and the best support. Just keep the chat alive. I love that, and you enjoy each other together. But don't enjoy too much with dear Sarge. It makes him hard if you enjoy him too much. Speaking of making hard, some people get hard by getting sandwiches by females. Counter-Strike Pro talks sandwich meme sexism after going viral. Day jobs are a reality for many pursuing their dreams. Artists, actors, musicians, and yes, even esports players often need to rely on income from elsewhere to fund their trusts of passions. Wow, really? Gamers who do like stuff like gaming for their own entertainment and their enjoyment, they need a job to live. Big surprise there, man. Big surprise. Code check tip. Thank you, Astroswet, for the $2. Much appreciated. Hey, what now? You can. Sarge lives in Arizona, so if you are also in Arizona, maybe get in contact with each other, and you can make up some, I don't know, Turkish bathhouse appointment. I don't know. Where was I? yeah, normal people like need a job if they want to pay rent. Big surprise, huh? And one pro woman's Counter-Strike players recently went viral for sharing what she does to make ends meet, making sandwiches. I mean, a nice picture, kind of, right? And she wrote with that picture. Her name is Tilde Byström. After 10 years in esports, I'm officially a sandwich maker. Thumbs up. At least she has like humor, you know, at least that. Referencing the fact that she has been told countless times by men that she should go back to the kitchen. Yeah, Mrs. Sarge, go back to the kitchen to make someone a sandwich. She said, I work by literally making sandwiches from 5 to 10 a.m. most mornings. The post is a combination of a joke, she said, but at the same time, to be able to survive and pay rent, I still play CS2, especially in the current state of the scene for women's CS. Yeah, big fucking surprise that you, for your hobby, can just live by doing that hobby, you know. And her hobby is playing Counter-Strike 2 a lot. You can't live off that. Big fucking surprise. Maybe people don't like your streams enough, like my streams. Today is a very lively stream, though. Thanks to side scrollers for the raid. But yes, it's not a big surprise. All the hobbies usually don't pay themselves for your living and doing that hobby. Only a few people on this planet are that fortunate doing their hobby and still getting paid to do that hobby. You know, only a very, very few people here on this planet Earth. So this story is kind of just showing that some people might be delusional. I don't think she is delusional. I think it's just a back and forth with her fans, if you can call them, or men blaming her. She should go to the kitchen, make somebody a sandwich, and she does literally for a living make sandwiches. Kind of a funny story in general. But yes, that's how life is, man. That's how life is. But she is struggling some sort. Last little news here, and we are done. Unfortunately, we got not a lot of deep stories the last 2 days. Paramount scraps Lost Ronin, a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie that wants to sonicify the Ninja Turtles. The Lost Ronin film was going to be an R-rated adaptation of the 5-issue IDW comic book that follows the story of the lost Ninja Turtle standing after years of battle. It's set in the future where New York, where Sarge came from, has become something of a cyberpunk totalitarian society run with a bladed fist by the grandson of Shredder. I looked a little bit forward to that, so it's kind of a saddish news that it was cancelled now, especially because it was told being very kind of grim, like dark, like brutal, like R-rated movie, right? So now that it's cancelled, they might make it just a little bit more family friendly. Hopefully not, though. It might destroy like the mind of it, the character of it. But yes, just a little side note. Whoever waited for the Lost Ronin movie adaptation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, we are not gonna get it. We are not gonna get it. She might morph into wife material. I'm just out by my manliness. So he slandered me as a salami jockey. I mean, you're slandering yourself. Every Saturday, he puts BBCs in his mouth. If you are into BBCs yourself, everybody in the chat, go watch Dear Sarge tomorrow. I don't even know the time. It's like 11 p.m. my time, kind of late-ish. Sometimes I can join and watch and say hi and insult him, but other than that, I'm falling then asleep a few hours later. BBC's big brown cigars, not what you might have thought. I don't know. What do you mean back? I never out of the kitchen. I know where I belong. Good for you, Mrs. Sarge. You're the best. Yeah, know your place and shit. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were always fun and happy. Got a veiny BBC going right now. Says Dear Sarge. What a surprise. The new Turtles will convert to Islam and behead infidels. Maybe. Seth Rogen better keep his douchey hands off the Last Ronin. I mean, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle usually are more happy. I love the original cartoon, the 80s version. I had it on DVD. I love that thing. We had like stickers here in Switzerland as a kid. We play for the stickers and against each other. I don't know if you have like a similar play. You put the stickers on the ground. Of course, the sticker being still having the paper on it, not the stick on the ground, and then you slap it. And if you flip it over, it's yours. So it's kind of a nice little kids game there. So I love the original stuff, but it got like now it's like almost 40 years old. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle franchise itself, it got a lot of versions of it. The last animated movie though, as far as I know, it was the last one, got a fat, ugly. The brown skin doesn't matter that much, but she was like fat and ugly and small. April O'Neil. Like, April O'Neil is a fucking hot redhead. Big jokes, but they fucked it up with the last animated one. I didn't watch it, but of course, why should I watch that crap? Yeah, weirdos. Original April had nice tits. Yes, she had nice tits. That's just what I said. No stream tomorrow. Going to Cigartopia with Jersey Lee. Oh, well. He's gonna keep the BBC in his mouth private tomorrow, kind of. The Rat King tries to create a revolution in the original series. He wanted to call it a ratocracy. The Rat King. They tried to warn us. Kevin Eastman has been wanting to write Lost Ronin for a long time, but it's so much darker than what Teenage Mutant Turtles has become. I don't know, was it the Paramount movies? Like the Michael Bay-like movies. I enjoyed those. A lot of action. Kind of also darkish. The turtles pretty buffed, big turtles there, the fight against Shredder and Crank. Was his name Crank, right? Pretty decently done and all that. And killing him off or beating him off was pretty brutal. So I liked it. And I hoped like the Lost Ronin, when I heard it the first time, just waited for it, hoped for it becomes something enjoyable, more adult, because like, I'm an adult now after 3.5 decades of first seeing and hearing of it. I grew with it, kind of, right? So yeah, but we're not gonna get that for now. Beating him off, phrasing Ike. I mean, they beat him off. But Crank, I don't think he has a wiener. Just saying. I never saw a wiener on Crank. He has 2 little arms, tentacles, arm-like thingies. But yeah. Anyhow, guys, it was a great, crazy chat today. Thanks to the Side-Scrollers raid. I guess I have to thank the Beamer for that in particular, actually, because he pushed that. He asked me multiple times, "Can we raid you now? Do you have the raids open again?" Yeah, you can if you want. I would have liked if Blabs and anybody from the Side-Scrollers team themselves would have also said hi in the chat. That would have been cooler. But I mean, I got many new followers today. And if you enjoyed like this style of news, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 2 p.m., I'm here to talk only about hard news about video games hardware, movies, and TV shows. And sometimes, very, very rarely, about comics. But I give you like material to think about and to discuss it and all that stuff. I don't go too much on a tangent about very unimportant matters, you know. I like to keep it on reports, pretty much. They are too good for that. I mean, they probably are like tired after a while, you know. After you stream for 2 to 3 hours, you just want to relax for a few minutes after that. It's very normal. Like I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna go hang out after the stream and watch another episode of Infiltration. First 4 episodes pretty good if you're up to sci-fi stuff. I don't even know who produced it, but it looks good so far. Not a lot of gayness in it. I like this stuff. Good for studying. Yeah. And if you can keep anything of those news in your head and memorize it, even better, you know. Because that's, I think, how we see through the bullshit of the industry, of the game makers, of the movie makers and all that. If you hear and listen to certain topics, to certain press releases and all that. Thank you everybody for being here. Thank you very much, Mrs. Sarge, for the 10 gifted, Haste, 5 gifted, Brew, a few rants, in total something about $15 or so. FP, the rant, much appreciated, $5 for only 1 emoji. He keeps it to the point. And whoever I forgot there, Astra Sweat, a little rant. Yeah, thank you very much. I hope we're going to see us again on Monday. Or maybe on Sunday, I might stream just some regular game there on this channel. Take care, everybody, and enjoy the credits. I hope it works because my Social Ninja streamer changes the ID very often. Have fun. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.
Very nice.